England reveals government uncertainty about the transmission of the virus. Westminster insists the R rating of COVID-19 is below 1, meaning the outbreak is shrinking. But according to the report marked official sensitive, the R rate being above 1 can't be ruled out, meaning the outbreak could be growing in some regions. Well, I'm now joined by an expert in communicable diseases. That's Dr. Bharat Pankhania. Dr. Pankhania, thank you for joining us again. I mean, do you think there will be a second wave?
I think all the parameters are in place for us to have a second outbreak, furthermore, and have regional flare-ups as well, if not a national outbreak. All the ingredients are in place, and therefore we are very concerned.
Well, Dr. Pankhania, how do we stop it?
Well, I think the price we are paying is a big one, and the price is that of delay. We went into a lockdown much later, and as a result, the biology of the virus is widespread. There's widespread transmission, and therefore to bring it down and subdue it takes that much longer. So what we have to do now that there is inevitably a release of the lockdown is be prepared for an upsurge, especially when the autumn months arrive and we change our behaviors from being outdoors to indoors. The preparation, and I really cannot understand why we are not doing it. The preparation should be local testing, local contact tracing, and keeping a local perspective on things, because we will have local outbreaks, if not a national one.
So therefore, is the government right to ease lockdown in England particularly? I mean, is it too soon?
I feel it is too soon, and my reasons are that we have a background large number, admittedly it is going down, but we still have a large number of cases in the UK. It's not down to the hundreds, it's in the thousands. Furthermore, our centralized contact tracing and centralized testing systems are not as efficient if they were locally delivered, locally run, local experts taking a prime role in it. We're not doing that, and as a result, we haven't done our homework fully.
Do you think the public will really lock down again if the virus spikes again?
I don't think so, and therefore I have changed my advice to say we are where we are, lockdown is lifting, the government is doing what it wishes to do. My job is to advise people to remain well and protect the vulnerable. So my advice is people aged 60 and above, you must take extra precautions, especially if you are in the at-risk group. And then people below 60, of course, be careful not to introduce infection to the vulnerable group, because people under 60, invariably, when they do get infection, they also make a recovery in most cases.
And finally, Dr. Pankhania, coming back to the R rate, I mean, even if parts of the country, as you said before, do see a rise, could we see local clampdowns like they have in Germany?
We must do this, and we haven't got that momentum, the go-ahead, the directives from central government. I have been asking for this since April, that really we need to develop a local approach, because local approach is going to be needed going forward.
Indeed. Dr. Bharat Pankhania, many thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, meanwhile, the UK government is also under fire over its crisis-hit test and trace system.